Hello students, I, Aarti ma'am, welcome you all to yet another session of English worksheet number 77, dated 28th January 2021. The topic of today's worksheet is a chapter taken from the book Footprints Without Feet, Chapter 7, The Necklace. First of all, there is a summary given for this chapter and then the question answer being asked. Let us read the summary first. This story is about a woman, Matilda Loisel, who is born in a family of clerks but does not know how to live within her means. She aspires to live a lavish lifestyle. Her husband is a clerk who cannot afford to fulfill all her demands. One day, in order to attend a party hosted by her husband's boss, Loisel decided to borrow a necklace from her rich friend, Madame Forestier. Matilda's husband manages to buy a new dress for the party. She looks very pretty in her new dress and the diamond necklace. On her way back home, she realizes that the necklace is missing. Matilda and her husband spent all their fortunes and borrowings to buy a similar necklace which cost them a fortune. After that, they had lived frugally to save money so that they could repay the loan. It takes about 10 years of hard work and lots of sacrifices before they are able to repay all their loans. The time and all the hard work that take their toll on her, and she ages quickly. After that torturous period has passed, she happens to meet her rich friend one day. In certain emotions, she tells the whole story to her friend. Her friend then tells her that it was not a diamond necklace but cheap imitation jewelry. Thus, this story tells us that one must be satisfied and contented with what one has. Undue desires lead to unhappiness. Moreover, we should never hide the truth. On the basis of your reading of the lesson, answer the following questions. Now, there are certain questions we have to answer. First, what kind of person is Madame Loisel? Why is she always unhappy? You have to answer it in about 20 to 30 words. So, let us discuss the answer for the first question. Mrs. Loisel was pretty and young but was born in a family of clerks. She was unhappy as she was not rich and suffered insensitely, feeling herself born for all delicacies and luxuries. She was feeling very frustrated because she was not getting what she wants and she thinks that she deserves it. She also suffered from poverty of her apartment, the shabby walls and the worn out chairs. Her living standard is also very poor. She has been brought up in a clerk family and she has been married to the clerk. So she was very dissatisfied with her life and that made her unhappy. Question number 2. What was the cause of Matilda's ruin? How could she have avoided it? Answer. The cause of Matilda's ruin was her dissatisfaction with whatever life offered her. She was always unhappy. She felt that she was born for all the delicacies and luxuries. The single mistake that Mrs. Loisel did just to flaunt her beauty and grace was that necklace. When she saw the necklace in Madame Forestier's home, she was so fascinated to wear a high-cost jewel. She only thought of her pretty victory at the ball. She could have avoided the ruin by being contented with what she had. She should not have imitated the rich people. When the necklace was lost, she could have told the truth to her friend Mrs. Forrester. Question third. Matilda loved to party, but once when she was invited to the party, she was not happy and did not want to go. Why? Answer. Matilda was happy, simply displeased when her husband showed the invitation. She felt humiliated and threw the invitation spitefully, as she had nothing beautiful enough to wear to such a grand gathering. Matilda was not delighted at all to receive the invitation. She knew that all the aristocrats would be there to flaunt their riches. So she got spiteful and irritated. She started shedding tears. She had deep longing to attend the party and look beautiful, but she has no suitable dress to wear for such a great occasion. She was missing the riches and luxuries of the life. She did not have valuable accessory to wear in the party also. Question number 4. What does Loisel do to replace the necklace? Loisel had to pay 36,000 francs for the new necklace to replace the lost necklace. Loisel used 18,000 francs, which was set aside by Mrs. Loisel's father. The remaining amount was borrowed from the moneylender. In order to repay the borrowed money, they went without maid, and Matilda did all the household work, whereas Mr. Loisel even worked overtime. In this way, they led a miserable life just to collect enough amount of money to replace the lost necklace. Question number 5. Why did Madame Loisel live a miserable life for 10 long years? Answer. Mrs. Loisel was pretty and young, but was born into a family of clerks. She was unhappy as she was not rich and suffering incessantly, feeling herself born for all delicacies and luxuries. Matilda had borrowed a necklace from her friend Madame Forrester, but to wear in the party. It was a beautiful one, and Matilda, a pretty woman, became the center of attraction at the party. All this happiness was short-lived, because on reaching home she discovered that she has lost the necklace. All her effort to find it were in vain. She and her husband borrowed huge sum of money to replace the necklace, and henceforth faced a miserable life. It ruined Loisel's life, because they had to buy a necklace worth 36,000 francs to buy a new necklace from for her friend. They were in debt, and it was a huge amount. They had lost their saving, thus they become poor, and they had to borrow the money from the money lender. It snatched away all their hopes and happy life. It took away 10 prime years of their life. They also go without maids, and all the household work are to be done by Mrs. Loisel, and Mr. Loisel has to work overtime. So they had suffered a lot without bare necessities which they enjoyed earlier. Question number 6. What would have happened to Matilda if she had confessed to her friend and that she has lost her necklace? If Matilda would have confessed to her friend that she has lost her necklace, she might have been in less trouble than what she faced after having replaced the necklace. Her friend would definitely have been angry with her. Most probably, she would have asked Matilda to replace it. She would have given her the details from where she had bought the necklace and how much it has cost her. Matilda would thus have known the jewels in the necklace were not real diamonds. It would have cost her a far less amount to replace it. Matilda would thus have saved herself and her husband all the trouble they went through. Last question, question number 7. The course of action of Mrs. Loisel's life changed due to the necklace. How and why? The course of the Loisel's life changed due to the necklace. After replacing the lost necklace with a new one, they had to repay all the money that they had borrowed to buy the new necklace. They sent away the maid and changed their lodgings. They rented some room in an attic. Matilda learned the odious work of kitchen. She washed the dishes, soiled linen, their clothes and dish clothes. She took away down the refuse to the street each morning and brought up the water, stopping at each landing to catch her breath. She went to the grocers, the butchers, and the fruiters with her basket on her arm, shopping, haggling to save her money. Loisel worked in the evening, putting the books of some merchants in order. At night, he had copied at 5 soaps a page. This lasted for 10 years, and at the end of the set period, they would have able to repay the moneylenders. So, I am assured that you have understood the worksheet. So, happy writing.